Hi there, I'm Vicki PARFENOW from Aussie Stampers and Vicki PARFENOW Studio. Welcome to my channel. Today I am putting together the box that comes with the craft note cards and envelopes from Stampin Up. Now I'm going to open it up and get into making the box right away and show you how it is constructed and give you some tips on how you can easily put it together. So you can see there are the envelopes, there are 20 of those, and there are the note cards. So they haven't been folded, but they have been scored. So that makes it easier for you to put the note cards into the box. And this is the base of the box. And this is the lid. So you don't need this middle piece, I'll pop that away. And I'm going to show you how I get into this now. So I'm going to start just by folding over all the edges. It's already scored for you. And I'm just going to fold them, and it doesn't really matter which way you fold them to begin with. You just want them folded so that they'll go together easily. So I'm going to pop the note cards and envelopes aside. And now that I've folded them, you can see that I need to fold 10 one way and 10 the other so that they will not be a fan shape and they'll be a very flat shape to fit inside this box. But all I'm doing is folding the box, and then think about how this is going to go together. So I'm going to use some tape runner, and this is not a permanent bond. If you use something like tear and tape or something and you decide you need to change what you're doing, it might be a little difficult for you to move things around. But a tape runner works perfectly because you can take it apart and add some more if you need to. Now what you're going to need to make sure of is that you pop these little flaps in. So you can see there's two tiny little flaps at the side. They need to come in and under. And so I'm going to fold everything down, and I still have some wiggle room to fold those flaps in under that earlier piece because I've only used tape runner, so it's easy to move it around, chop and change if you need to. I'm adding some more tape runner, so every piece of that base of the box now has some adhesive on it, but it's not so stuck down that I can't shift things if I need to. If I've done something incorrectly or made a little bit of a boo-boo, then it's easy to fix. So when I'm happy with it, I'm just going to run my fingers around the edges of it, and these flaps at the end, there they are, and they need to go in last. Some more tape runner, fold that over, and then pop the bottom of the lid in under the little flaps there. So that's the lid done. And for the base, same thing again, just fold over all the lines. Doesn't really matter if they're up or down at this point, just so that it gives them a bit of an extra burnish. Now I have a box very similar to this in my series of Bright Beautiful boxes. So there's a playlist all about boxes, and I have a series called Best Ever Box for Your Cards. So there's a series of these in a C6 size, which is very similar to this template. There's another in the note cards and envelope size, and there is another in the 3" by 3" size as well. So the Bright Beautiful Boxes series is a really good one for you to have a look at, and I'll link that in the description below where you can find that playlist and the videos for all the other card boxes that I have created. There is even a video called Make Any Size Box, which is cool because it shows you how to start from grid paper, lay an object in the centre of it, and build a box around it. So there's our box constructed, and I'm just going to bring in some of this designer series paper. This is from my stash. It's called Foil Frenzy Specialty Designer Series paper. And I'm just cutting down a piece to fit on the lid, just to give you an example of how you can decorate this box. And I'm just going to cut a little sliver off the edge of it, so it has about 1/8 of an inch all around the top of the box. Now I love this paper because it is actually made of craft with foil on the top, so it's a perfect colour match for the box. I'm just popping some tape runner on the top there, just to give an example of what that's like. And I want to show you this card. This was in my last video, the video which is 10 new and creative ways to use die cuts. And I've used vellum on that card, and I've used this same card stock. And it comes with this lovely spotty piece, and it has a chevron piece, and it has a stripe as well. So now I'm putting the cards and the envelopes into the box, and let's see if they fit. So this is 20 note cards and 20 envelopes. Here are the envelopes, and I'm going to divide them into half, so 10 each, and I'm going to flip them around so that they're level, so they don't fan out. And then here are the note cards. No, I haven't burnished them all that well, really. I've just folded them. But look what happens here. So I've put the lid on. Do they fit? Yes, let's have a look. Do they fit? Oh, it's pretty springy. It's pretty springy. So I think I'm going to bring in some ribbon to keep them corralled in that box. So this is a container I absolutely love. I bought this from Kmart. This is how I store my ribbons. I think it's really neat and tidy. It has a lid that is hinged so you never lose the lid. You can see it fits all those reels of ribbon really beautifully. And I've put some ribbon onto card, some leftover ribbons as well. So I'm going to use this ribbon, which seems to be a really nice colour match. I think this might be a rich raspberry or something similar. And I'm going to corral these cards. Look how springy it is. The lid will not shut. They fit. Believe me, they fit. So if you had 20 single layer cards, you could easily fit them in this box. I think if you had layers on your cards, you could perhaps fit 10 to 12 cards and envelopes in the box. This would make a fabulous gift for somebody. So I'm just going to tie it in a bow to keep the lid on so it is not springing off all the time. Just trim it down, and I'm going to just trim those ribbons on an angle. So that's this little box of cards constructed. And just using up 12 by 12 papers, I have a whole stack of them, and I like to go through my cupboard and use up what is still ready to be used. And I love this foil paper and the fact that I got to use it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.